Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Slipstream Division 2 playoffs. I am Victor VTM, your host for today, joined alongside Blue Wolf once again.
Deja vu, Victor. I feel like we've gone back to yesterday where we started the things off on the B stream, but today we've been promoted. We're going to be covering a really, really crucial game. It's going to be RC Pluto. They're going to be facing ILV Black. Both these teams still in the hunt. They're down to the final three in Division 2, still fighting it out for that trophy.
Oh, still fighting for that trophy indeed. One more game, Blue Wolf, is what separates these two teams from going up to the grand finals. It's either Rocket Called Pluto might get a second chance up against Rise Esports, who knows, or it will be Irrelevant Esports Black. It's going to be an interesting one, so let's get to the predictions. Blue Wolf.
Oh, predictions are always a difficult one, considering ILV Black, in their playoff run so far, they've dropped just 2 games. They started in the lower bracket, though, so it's been a complete lower bracket run. They would complete the lower bracket if they were to win this game, get into that grand final versus Rise, as you said. So I think I'm going to have to go for them. Every game for Rocket Corp Pluto has gone to a game number 7, so we might be in for a long one here.
A long one we might see, and for my prediction, I don't see Rocket Called Pluto going home, honestly. Irrelevant Esports Black, they are a good team indeed. They're a strong one. But of course, Rocket Called Pluto will be having a challenge up against them. It won't be easy. So without further ado, let's get this championship Sunday going. The lower bracket final, Rocket Called Pluto against Irrelevant Esports Black.
Yeah, and I want to quickly mention players to watch. I'd say keep an eye on Cheesecake for ILV Black. He was free scoring yesterday in their game versus Emerge Charlie. And on the other side, RC Pluto's attack coming between Jaras and Cookies. Let's see how many goals they get today.
Already, Rocket Called Pluto is the one with the pressure. Blitzleague now showing up a bit as well as Jaras tries to go for the pass into the middle. No one is there. Cookies gets blocked on Silent Panda. Cheesecake will find a clear, but Blitzleague will send it back into the orange half. Rattles, unfortunately, puts into the middle. Jaris drops it down for Cookies. Cookies goes for the shot a bit too wide. Rattles nearly sending it to the middle again for Rocket Called Pluto. Jaris with a shot of his own, can't find the back of the net. Rattles will find a clear. Silent Panda gets it past one. Will he get past the other one? He does do so, but Jaris is just in the way now.
Oh, good save by Cookies. He saves his team from going behind. It has been ILV Black with all the early pressure. That orange corner has not been tested. It's all been action at the blue net. That is where RC Pluto have found themselves a bit penned in from this early pressure. And at the moment, it looks like the first goal of this series feels destined to go to ILV Black.
ILV Black might find that first goal, but Rocket Called Pluto will, of course, possibly strike back. Now, Blitzleague with a brilliant clear. Cheesecake already quick on the ball. Jaris takes it into the corner, tries to find his teammate in the middle. Silent Panda is in the way. No one from the Rocket Called Pluto side is there to contest the ball, apart from Cookies now, but that's an open net a bit too high as Rattles can't find the back of the net. Blitzleague tries to leave the ball. Silent Panda comes and interferes, gets a demo while he does the play. Cheesecake with a shot. Cookies with the save, goes for another touch, tries to get it past Silent Panda, can't do so. Jaris taking the ball past Rattles, can't find the back of the net as Cheesecake will happily send it away.
Yeah, desperate times, nervy things here. Both teams, they don't want to go behind, especially in a game of such importance. As you've said, loser is going to be going home, and neither of these teams wants to be the loser. ILV Black, they want to continue their winning run, whereas RC Pluto, they want to get another crack at Rise Esports after the 7-game series we saw yesterday.
Rocket Called Pluto wants to get that redemption, and they're thirsty for it, but this first game has been nothing but learning of how the opponents play. Now Jaris Baby finds the shot, but Silent Panda won't get a touch either. Both of the players just missing out. Cheesecake now is forced to make the clear. Cheesecake trying to go for a pass, can't find his teammates. Blitzleague now on the ball, sends it to the middle. Jaris is there with a pop, a bit too high. Cheesecake can't find contact on the ball. Cookies. Gets it under Rattles. That's an open net. If Cookie can drop it down for Blitzleague, who nearly puts it in for Rocket Core Pluto.
Well, this has been a very tentative match. You said that, just 5 shots between the two teams, and they really are feeling each other out. Considering going into this, from what I saw yesterday, I expect this to be incredibly high scoring. Both teams, they have so much ability on the offense. They've not really been able to show it as of yet. And I guess it's just a question of who will be that man who finds the opening goal. At the moment, I'd say keep an eye on. I feel like Cookies is going to find it. I just have a feeling, even though his team seems to be the ones that are getting penned in at the moment.
His team does look like to be the one who's getting pinned down and gets pinned down. They are. Silent Panda finds the first goal for Irrelevant Esports Black.
Well, that seemed to be a bit awkward there. Where were the rest of the players? It was just Blitzleague left defending his net. He makes a good save from the first one, but he can't do anything except tap the ball into the path of Silent Panda, who sweeps that one in. And it's a 1-0 advantage here for ILV Black, and they'll look to hold on to this for the remaining minute and 20 seconds.
Again, Silent Panda finds the back of the net. While you were talking, I was about to say the Customs Curse came in clutch for Irrelevant Esports Black, as you were having a little feeling for Cookies. Bringing it up would just bring it down. The momentum for Rocket Core Pluto. Let me just mention as well, Cookies looks to be lagging a bit now as well.
Well, that's clearly why he hasn't scored yet. That's not my prediction being wrong. It's just the server's fault, of course. But you can't take any away from Silent Panda. His name may be silent, but he's been anything but than the server. 2 goals already for him, and he'll be looking to complete a hat-trick in game number 1, which is almost the ideal start for him at what is going to be the start of a long best of 7, I feel.
50 seconds left on the clock. Cookies tries to find the back of the net for Rocket Core Pluto. But so far, this first game has been very promising already. Both teams just learning each other. It's been just back and forth until this last minute, where Irrelevant Esports Black found 2 goals, or 2 shots rather, in the back of the net. One being a mistake by one of the Rocket Core Pluto sides, and the other is just a brilliant shot by Silent Panda.
Yeah, Cookies trying to take the ball away, trying to get out of their own box, which is something that RC Pluto, they basically failed to do almost throughout all of this game, and at the moment it's looking like this game is over. That ball, if it goes in, it's not going to, so that will be game number 1 going the way of ILV Black. They're just continuing their winning run. They're yet to lose a game in playoffs, and that's going to continue going here. So yet to lose a series, I should say. They did lose 2 games in their last series against Code 4, but they dropped 0 across the other 2 series they played. So they really have looked so strong in playoffs. That's just continued here.
It really is continued. Irrelevant Esports Black looking very promising in this first game. But hey, it's the first game. Both teams were learning each other. You know, how they can open up some doors maybe in the defense. And that's what Irrelevant Esports Black did with 6 shots compared to 3 by Rocket Core Pluto. Very promising. So can't wait to go into this second game and see how Rocket Core Pluto will respond to this defeat.
Yep, question of mentality. It comes down to that so much. Rocket Core Pluto, they lost their last game. ILV Black, they've had no such problems. They've just won game after game, and that might play on the mind a little bit if you're Rocket Core Pluto. Every game so far has been a 7-game series. I know it's another day, but the fatigue might still be setting in for them.
Game number 2 as we're underway now. Silent Panda already with the early pressure for Irrelevant Esports Black as Blitzleague passes it to Cookies. Cookies popping it back to Jarrus. Jarrus can't find a great clear as Rattles will send it straight back into the blue half. That's popping dangerously into the middle, but Cheesecake will find the save. Brilliant block by Cookies as well, but Silent Panda grabs the ball, trying to go for an air dribble. He does get that, but can't get it past the defender. Blitzleague just panicking here a bit as well. Like, Rocket Core Pluto currently doesn't look to be very calm as they used to be. They're a bit panicky this game.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%, and they're just lucky they're not 1-0 down. The early pressure at their net results in nothing. That's a miss from Silent Panda, or maybe a tactical fake looking to set up Cheesecake. Doesn't do it in the end as Cookie's looking to try and get this one away. It's a tap down from Rattles. Silent Panda looking to follow it in. I don't think he'll be able to do this. He gets the double touch. Goes for the triple, misses it. But Cookie's able to get a touch on. Blitzleague should have the definitive clearance. He doesn't, but it's Jaraz in the end with a shot away. Speaking of Jaraz, I don't think I've said his name once in terms of play. I don't think you have either. He's been incredibly quiet so far.
He has been very quiet this game. The man who, showed off yesterday, just proving his worth. But as I speak, Silent Panda will grab the lead for Irrelevant Esports Black as Blitzleague unfortunately passes it into him.
Well, this has turned into the Silent Panda show so far. He scored the opening goal in yet another game. This one similarly easy for him. Both his goals haven't been that great. They've just been him hitting the ball past the defender and into effectively an empty net. But he's not going to care. That's not what matters. What matters is getting this game win, putting yourself in that grand final and challenging for that trophy. And they're getting another goal here. Not quite saved. Cheesecake unable to get his first one. Cookies being able to block it on the line, but just so much offensive pressure here.
That's a pass. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. The pressure is on by Irrelevant Esports Black. But damn, the defense isn't there as I speak. Rattles will find his first shot on target.
This is not the RC Pluto we saw yesterday. They're looking like a completely different animal, and a scared animal at that. They're 2-0 down again in this game number 2 with 3 minutes on the clock. It's hard to see a way back for them in this game, but maybe they might have the time to just sit and try and mentally reset. It is a best of 7. They have at least one more game where they're not playing for their tournament lives. They might be able to use that time to get back into this a little bit.
Indeed, now already. That's a shot by Jaris. Will it go in? Rattles with the save, but Cookies with the follow-up will finally claim Rocket Core Pluto's first goal of the series.
Yeah, Rattles with the save, Cookies with the anticipation, though, sitting on that right-hand corner. He's able to flick that ball right across the net and into the left-hand side. Reclaims a 2-1 advantage here. Or sorry, 2-1 disadvantage. He's halved the deficit here. And he'll be looking to try and inspire his teammates to get into this game.
Jairus looking for a block on Silent Panda. He gets it, but that goes into the middle. Cheesecake getting blocked, and now Cookies going for a shot of his own. That's a bit too steep. Now Rattles tries to drop it down for his teammates. He does do so. Cheesecake is the one who finds the back of the net. Brilliantly played by Irrelevant Esports Black.
Well, we've hyped Cheesecake up. That's his first goal of the series. Took him a little while coming, but he's threaded that ball between the two defenders, bounces it off the ground in between the two of them and restores the 2-goal lead here. And this is just great stuff from ILV Black. They are really hungry for this grand final.
Jairus is the one with the ball. Now goes for a pass into Blitzleague. Blitzleague a bit too slow on to the shot, and let me just take a moment here to talk about Blitzleague. Like, we haven't talked about him like in a while. I talked with Cookies yesterday in a private and just asked like what happened with Blitzleague. He's been quiet like a while, and only thing he really does was defend, and he just responded that Blitzleague just doesn't have the drive to grind Rocket League anymore, just like the most of us right now.
Well, we're getting very deep and psychological there. Let's just get back to the fluffy stuff, as there is still a chance here for Blitzleague to redeem himself. It is worth remembering he scored the winning goal in overtime that beat Emerge Charlie yesterday in that best of 7 series with the 7-minute overtime we casted. So he does still have that moment, and maybe his love for the game might come back if you get goals like that as Cookies. This team has too much pressure on him and Jaraz to perform. I would definitely agree with that. And Jaraz is known for going missing a little bit. He did that a few games yesterday. Whenever he wasn't there, they definitely lost. When he did show up, it felt like they were winning every game. So at the moment, him and Cookies, not quite there. I think none of them are really there on the RC Pluto side. Whereas Silent Panda, he's really showed up. He's eaten his Weetabix and he's come out flying here. But it's a bad miss from Jaraz.
Bad miss indeed. Silent Panda possibly was the cause of it. Not expecting Silent Panda to backflip on the ball that was dangerously in front of his own net. Just, puts it a bit too wide, but nonetheless, it is 39 seconds left on the clock. 2 goals is what it needs to be an overtime in this game too. Will Rocket Core Pluto do it, or will they just give up on this game and focus on the next?
Well, they've just had 3 shots, same as they had last game, and they've been slightly better offensively in a sense. in that they found one goal, but it's still not been great. Slim pickings, and this game is looking effectively over. Maybe a nice feel-good goal from Jaras. No, it's intercepted by Rattles, and Blitzleague has the ball hit over him. It's just Cookies left in the defense. Ball's hit over him. Jaras able to come across and cover, though. And that's going to be that for game number 2. It's a 2-0 advantage for ILV Black. And it's hard to see a way back here if you're a fan of RC Pluto.
It's very hard as Irrelevant Esports now grabs the second game, 2 more, and then they go and promote to the grand finals, which will happen later on at 6 p.m. CEST or 5 p.m. BST if you are British. As nonetheless, Rocket Core Pluto, they have to step up their game. They've been very quiet these 2 games. Like, of course, this game it's been better. They've been showing up a lot more often, but it's just the defense early on. That's what possibly, caused them to lose this game.
I mean, it would be hard for it to be worse. It's still not looking pretty great, and I think they'll just be... I'm surprised they've already up. If I were them, I'd be taking this full minute and sit and try and figure things out, talk things through, and try and get it all back working, because nothing has really got going for them. Cookies had that own goal. It was a good individual read by him, but it wasn't really wasn't really a product of a good offensive piece of play. It was more just the keeper hit the ball, good prediction by Cookies, able to tap the ball into the net. So at the moment, I am very concerned for Rocket Core Pluto. At least they have at least 2 more games to try and turn this around.
At least 2 more games to turn it around. I mean, what happened last night was incredible. Rocket Core Pluto, of course, losing the first game, took the second, lost the third and fourth, but they still kept their heads up and then sort of reverse sweep emerge. Charlie, as I speak now, that's a double commit by Irrelevant Esports Black, and Blitzleague grabs the lead for Rocket Core Pluto.
Well, Blitzleague, he's good at finding the goals when it matters. The defensive double commit leaves a gap on that left side of the net, and Blitzleague's able to exploit that, and that's the exact start Rocket Core Pluto they needed to try and get themselves back into this series. 10 seconds gone, they have the 1-0 advantage.
Jaras now trying to pass it up to one of his teammates, ends up passing it to Rattles instead. Cookies will happily take control over the ball, gets blocked by Cheesecake in the process. Blitzleague will happily help him out. Cookies goes for a demo on Rattles. Rattles on the goal line, gets the save, and just saves his teammates from another conceding goal.
Cookies had a decision to make there. Did he try and tap that ball in, which was kind of awkward because of the angle he was in front of the ball, or did he go for the demo? He went for the demo but wasn't able to find the man, and the save being made. Lots of demos in the middle of the pitch looking to open up a path through the Red Sea for Silent Panda to find a shot in the end. Cookies with an easy save. That's actually decent from Cheesecake. Looked like there was no chance there. The save is good, but he's able to tap that one in on the floor. The lead for RC Pluto lasted all of 50 seconds.
Unfortunate double commit by Cookies. Not trusting Jaras enough to get the save. Not expecting it either, as Jaras unfortunately just pops it back into the middle perfectly for Cheesecake to just tie the game up, as Rattles now keeps the pressure up for ILV Black. That's a pass by Cookies into Silent Panda. Jaras makes the save and saves his teammates from trouble. Now once again Cookies tries to keep some momentum for Rocket Core Pluto.
Yeah, good save by Jaras from the shot that came through by Silent Panda. And they have definitely been better this game, but maybe that might just be some more defensive mistakes slipping in, and that's another one as Cheesecake's able to slot the ball into an empty net. He goes up so high for that aerial, right up against the ceiling. He gets the touch on, perfect placement from him. That's a great goal.
Great goal by Cheesecake indeed, reading how high he had to go and drop it perfectly in the net. Unfortunately, no one from the Rocket Core Pluto side was in net to make the save, as now Irrelevant Esports Black once again grabs the lead of this game and of the series. Jaras tries to pop it into one of his teammates, can't do so. Blitzleague popping it back up at Cheesecake. Cookies is forced to make the save. Now Jaras going for a pinch with Cookies, can't get a good one. Rattles happily takes the ball, tries to get it past Blitzleague, he can't do so. That's a double touch, will it go in? It's a bit too wide, as Cheesecake is supposed to go for a 50. Jaras plops it behind Silent Panda, can't get it by Rattles. Rattles still a lot of boost, gets blocked by Blitzleague in the air. Cheesecake is forced to make the clear. Jarrus tries to put it back into the orange half but can't do so.
Well, I'm getting flashbacks to yesterday when Emerged Charlie, they got straight swept by ILV Black. ILV Black, they've sort of worked out a formula on just how to completely crush teams' momentum. They're looking to try and claim a second scalp from that game we casted yesterday at this exact time. Silent Panda looking to add to his tally, unable to do so. And at the moment, it looks like it's all ILV Black. The momentum has well and truly shifted here.
Indeed, what an unexpected scene here. Beautiful to see that Irrelevant Esports Black lost to destroy their mental health. As I speak about that, Rattles just puts another one in at the back of the net, extending the lead.
Sorry, I'm a bit forgetful. Before the game, we did some predictions, right? I predicted ILV Black. Did one of us predict Rocket Core Pluto? Did you maybe, Victor? Are you having a little bit of regrets now?
Well, I hope my boys at Rocket Core Pluto can pull this back. It just hurts to see Irrelevant Esports Black extend the lead, but they seem to be the better team currently.
Well, I think you can't dispute that. It's a hat trick from Cheesecake. He's put the ball into the net, and this looking like a little bit of a massacre here in game number 3. Blood is on the floor. It's been spilled. RC Pluto, their play was out of this world yesterday, but they're looking pretty grounded today.
Oh boys, Rocket Core Pluto, come on, you guys got this. You guys beat Rise Esports, by the way, in a league play. You better not lose to Irrelevant Esports Black in this game. This is the most important game. It seems to be a reverse sweep. Like, that's the only option they have currently for Rocket Core Pluto. That's another shot by Silent Panda. That will not hit the crossbar and just scoop under it, extending the lead for Irrelevant Esports Black once again.
Well, he's been good in this game number 3. He was yet to find a goal. He's changed that there with the long distance snipe into the top right, and I think these goals sort of speak to the fact that RC Pluto, they're going all out attack. I think you sort of have to whenever you're 4-1 down with a minute and a half to go, but it leaves you vulnerable in the defense, and it's allowed goals to be found. Goals like that one, almost found by Silent Panda. This league trying to take this one away. It feels like he's almost been the best player for RC Pluto, which is not something we'd expect considering the game we watched yesterday, but he has played pretty decently in comparison to how Jarrus and Cookies have shown up.
Both Rocket Core Pluto players now just stuck in the orange goal. Cookies can't find the shot on target. Jarrus trying to sneak one by but can't do so. Rattles now gets a clear into Silent Panda, but Jarrus just cuts it as Cookies now tries to fake out the defender. He gets a past one. He is forced to take it to the corner, being tackled by Rattles, but Blitzleague goes for a shot that gets saved in the process. Cheesecake, you are nuts.
Well, Cheesecake's had a great game here. 3 goals, 2 excellent saves as well. Jarrus with the missed aerial. Blitzleague with a shot. Drags that one a little bit wide as Blitzleague trying to keep that one up in the air. This game is well and truly over. It's just 15 seconds of knocking the ball about here. Trying to find something of a consolation. If Jarrus can find a nice aerial here, we might have had a bit of a morale boost. Instead, Blitzleague's forced to tap away Cheesecake's nice aerial in return. So it's game number 3 going the way of the first 2 with ILV Black. They've raced a 3-0 advantage here in this game. Considering we watched a game yesterday that went for 75 minutes, this one looks like it could be over within half an hour.
Might be. This is going to be an interesting one. Will it be an upset by Irrelevant Esports Black, or will a Rocket Core Pluto do the unthinkable and reverse sweep them? Who knows? But nonetheless, all we know is that it is match point for Irrelevant Esports Black. One game is what separates Irrelevant Esports Black from moving into the grand finals later on, which will happen in approximately 35 minutes. So it's going to be an exciting one. Do you think they have what it takes to go to the grand finals?
RC Pluto, it doesn't look like they do at the moment. They've just completely capitulated here in this game, and I'm so disappointed. I was hyped for some great Rocket League victor, and dare I say, this is looking pretty damn mediocre from RC Pluto. Not to take anything away from ILV Black, though. They've done what they needed to do, and they've played some great offensive stuff. have just exploited every defensive mistake made by Blitzleague and co. But we still have one more game to go. I'd be hard to predict a reverse sweep considering we've not seen very much from RC Pluto in the way of giving us hope for that to happen. But we are live now, and we'll see if they can do the unthinkable.
Let's hope that they can do the unthinkable, but let me just quote this out as well. Rocket Core Pluto, this might be the third season that they choke playoffs, not being rude against them. They're a great team and all, but like every time it comes to playoffs, they either just fall down. They've been great in league play. They were dominant and unbeatable until Crimson, I believe it was, who beat them in league play once, and then beating them in playoffs later on as well. Like, Rocket Core Pluto has never made it out of the lower bracket final, it seems like.
Well, that looks like a trend set to continue, as the early action here has been fairly encouraging for them. It's been fairly pinball, fairly contested in the midfield, which is certainly better than what we've seen before, which was them penned into their own box. Cookies has scored a goal. That could be it. That could be the momentum moment. This could be the moment we look back on if RC Pluto, the moment they came into this game. It took them long enough. 3 games are gone, but in game number 4, Cookies looks like he might be online here.
Boys and girls that over at Rocket Core Pluto, break that curse already. Make it out the lower bracket final. I want to see you guys face off against Rise Esports. Maybe get your redemption as well. So don't let me down. It's going to be an exciting one. Rocket Core Pluto, ladies and gentlemen, is leading in this game.
Well, who'd have thought we would be here with a minute and a half gone at the moment. Someone in the chat walking us through the steps on how to come back from a 3-0 deficit. The goal is just not to concede for the remaining 20 seconds of this second minute. And at the moment, it looks like they're going to be doing so. Silent Panda has looked fairly neutered, but
no!
We've talked so much about Blitzleague, and he's dropped a bit of a clanger there, hasn't he?
Oh, he has indeed. Blitzleague, take your time next time. Come on, don't touch the ball with your wheels. That won't go anywhere apart from the back of the net, mate. Tied up now, Irrelevant Esports Black, looking stronger than ever.
I suppose that's going to completely mentally break you, considering things were looking up, things were looking better, but now you've made a defensive mistake and you're just going to go gliding back to the mentality you were in at the start of this game number 4, and that's a miss from Cookies. Could set up Silent Panda. It doesn't in the end. Jarrah's with the clearance is too far for Rattles to get. Cheesecake the man forced to take it under his wing. That's a pretty crazy bump there. Cheesecake knocked miles out of the way and demoed by Jarrah's as revenge. Cookies with the aerial. It's intercepted by Rattles. That's a pseudo shot. Blitzleague with a fairly easy save. He doesn't fluff that one. And the shot from Cheesecake is well wide as well. So at the moment, it seems that things have gone back to normal. It's just constant attacks here from ILV Black.
It really does look like it's going back to normal for Irrelevant Esports Black and in the series overall. But Jarrah's won't let that happen as he tries to go for some pressure himself for Rocket Core Pluto. Now Rattle's sending it back, maybe into the back of the net, but Cookies finds the save. Cheesecake with another shot. Cookies, another save. Now clears the ball for Rocket Core Pluto, goes for a shot himself, maybe double. Can't find the Cheesecake, pops it. But no one will push from the Rocket Core side.
Ball is going left, right, and centre at the moment. It's end-to-end stuff. Both teams, they want that second goal. It's so crucial for both of them, but for incredibly different reasons. RC Pluto, they're looking pretty down and out throughout this series. This might be the moment things turn around though, and ILV Black, they've got one hand in that grand final and they just want to grasp it. Garrah's with a chance for the double touch, doesn't get it. Cheesecake to clear. Blitzleague's flick on, could set up Cheesecake for another touch. He gets it. Cookies with a chance to see if he makes it. 1 minute 18 on the clock. It's going to be very tense stuff here.
We might see our first overtime here in game number 4. The game that matters the most. The game that might send Irrelevant Esports Black into the grand finals, or Rocket Core Pluto stay alive in the playoffs. And the chance to possibly face Rise Esports is going to be very demanding here. It's very stressful over at the Orange Hall, but Rattles will save his teammates from all of the stress that they're getting currently.
Yeah, good interception by Jaras. He seems to have come online a little bit. He's not yet got a good goal for his troubles, though. He might be the man to step up and find the net. He's attacking
He
here.
gets the bump!
Cookies might have done it here. Jaras bumps the defender out of the way, lets Cookies tap that ball into an empty net. Cookies will say thank you very much. He's completed a brace here, and Cheesecake's going to be raging. He was sent flying by Jaras.
It all comes down to these last 32 seconds. Will Rocket Core Pluto concede, or will they finally get a game in and stay alive in this champ? What? Okay, never mind. Overtime isn't happening. 2 goals up now for Rocket Core Pluto. They stay alive in this.
Oh,
playoffs.
well, that's kind of weird to see. It was a missed shot from Jaras, turned into a missed shot from Cookies. Blitzleague, the third man, makes no such mistake. Cookies will be annoyed he doesn't get the hat-trick, but Blitzleague will happily take that goal, and Jaras with a chance to shoot here. This is looking like a game number 4 victory for ILV Black, with the time ticking, or no, for RC Pluto, with the time ticking so low. ILV Black, they're going to have to let this one slip.
You're obsessed with ILV Black, aren't you, Blue Wolf? You're trying to not get fired, are you?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cheesecake, yes. Cheesecake is the best. Cheesecake is the best. I love casting. Substream, please don't kick me out.
Nonetheless, Rocket Core Pluto brings it back, takes game at number 4. ILV Black has to go for another game before they can possibly go to the grand finals. Great show already by Rocket Core Pluto. Like, brilliant. I hope they keep this up. This is exciting.
Yeah, Rocket Core Pluto, they did look a bit better that game. It is worth pointing out, though, if we have a little look at the shots, it's 13 shots for ILV Black, just 6 for RC Pluto. So ILV Black still dominant in terms of the shots, dominant in terms of possession, but RC Pluto, their defense shored up enough to get them through this game, and they found a couple of good chances offensively. That first goal from Cookies was pretty good, the best goal they've scored all series, and I just can't wait to get into game number 5.
Let's go into game number 5 then and fulfill your wishes. Of course, Blitzleague, if you're in the stream, I don't know if Discord died there, no idea. I'm very scared if Discord did die. Nonetheless, Blitzleague, if you're in the stream, I believe we're doing a map rotation, really annoying playing a different map every time. Unfortunately, Blitzleague, it is map rotation, as it looks like though your riches, I should have just told Luke, but nonetheless, it is Utopia Coliseum, game number 5, and as I speak, Cheesecake will grab the lead for Irrelevant Esports Black.
Right, people mocking my accent in the chat. That's no more Mr. Nice Blue Wolf Macfish. I'm not casting this final with you now. But this might not be a final. This game might go on forever. If RC Pluto find a way back in this one, it's going to be a big ask considering they just conceded the opening goal there. Cheesecake with a good save from the quick response attempt. Launched Rattle's good demo there. He had a pretty severe chance to dent the RC Pluto hopes by going immediately 2-0 down. It would undo all their good work in game number 4 with that 3-1 victory. Okay, what happened there? Cookies is able to tap the ball into the net.
I believe Jared's got the bump, possibly. I can't see. I believe he got the bump on Rattles, just leaving the net open for Cookies, as I saw him just trying at least to get it. So I believe he got it. Tied up now. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. Blitzleague gets a brilliant kickoff already. Silent Panda popping it down to Rattles. Jared in the way, goes for another bump. Very physical by my man Jared. Now Silent Panda goes for a pass into Cheesecake, who grabs the lead for Irrelevant Esports Black.
I was open to filing a missing persons report for the defense of ILV Black, but their offense has not gone missing at all. Cheesecake firing on all cylinders to fire in his second goal. Fired in the last game, he's come back out fighting here with 2 goals within the first 45 seconds.
Silent Panda gets an unfortunate touch. Cheesecake misreads the miss by Jared. Blitzleague can't find the back of the net, but Cookies will be there to tie the game up. This start is very intense.
Yeah, the Someone's flicked a switch. This has become competitive all of a sudden. Cookie seems to be the man who's profiting off all defensive mistakes. He's put the ball in the net again after a bit of a slip up by the two defending players. The ball's bouncing left, right and centre. But in the end, it is him to put it in the net. And RC Pluto, they look like they might have the upper hand here.
It went from being a casual ranked game to an actual league, or actually, this is the decider of who makes it into the grand finals. This is a very intense game. Like, Cookies, that's a shot on target. Will it go in? Cheesecake can't make the save. Cookies grabs the lead.
This has been a weird hat trick from Cookies. He's not going to care though. That's his third one put in. Cheesecake unable to stop it. He may be a great production manager, but he's not great at stopping that one as it goes flying into the left corner. With 3 minutes 40 here, things have turned around. We have an advantage again for RC Pluto, but who knows which way this game will go.
Now Cookies trying to get the ball, gets bumped in the process. Blitzleague finds the clear into Jarvis. Jarvis just nearly or barely gets the block on one of the defenders. Cookies can't find a touch on the ball. Jarvis is forced to clear it into Rattles, unfortunately. Rattles getting a poor 50 on Blitzleague. Silent Panda will help him. Rattles goes for the shot a bit too high. Jarvis will make sure it doesn't go into the net nonetheless. Rattles gets another 450 this time on Cookies. Silent Panda forced to make the clear. That's a shot. He's going for it. Will it go in? Cookies and Blitzleague double committing on the backboard, but the ball won't go in the blue net. Silent Panda gets a very neat demo on one of the defenders.
Shot from Cheesecake dragged a little bit wide as Blitzleague looking to try and get this ball out of his own box, which has been difficult for them in the last 20 seconds or so. That's a flick on. Jarvis leaves it for Cookies. Shot to the left of the net. Blitzleague looking to recenter. It's going to be falling kind of nicely, but no one is there. The rotations, they're too far back. Jarvis in defense able to save that one as well. So at the moment, it's looking much more back and forth, and this is the game I expected us to have before the match had begun.
This I expected as well. I was hoping Rocket Core Pluto could perform like this earlier on and just take those 3 games, possibly a sweep. But like I said in the beginning of my prediction, it won't be a very easy sweep or a 4-1 game. I am expecting a very close game, a 4-3 nonetheless, because these two teams, we already seen what they are able to do. They're both strong on their best days, and so far that's what we're seeing. And Rocket Core Pluto, they are leading with 1, but of course looking for more. They're thirsty for more. They're thirsty for that, like just securing the win in this game.
RC Pluto do make a comeback. I feel like ILV Black, they've no one to blame but themselves. All the goals so far scored by RC Pluto feel like they could have been a little bit better handled defensively, but it might not matter if they get an offensive strike going on there. Cheesecake able to save. Flick on from Cookies headed towards the net. He scored a few goals. That would have been weirder than that. That one doesn't go in. Jarvis is shot over the bar. Cookies up for the aerial. Doesn't get it. It's cleared away. Counter-attack coming through. Cheesecake is beaten to the ball by Blitzleague. He's come alive a bit in this series. He was quiet yesterday, but he's come to play now.
Brilliant plays by Rocket Core Pluto, staying alive, just playing very calm now as well. They're not panicking or anything. They're just, the comms looks very good. But as I speak about not panicking, somehow they just panicked a bit and let Cheesecake tie the game up.
Maybe they just heard you say panic and thought it was an instruction, so they all did that. Defensively, questionable again. Both these teams lacking a little bit at the back. 3-3 to score, 45 seconds. Maybe that might be the momentum switch being thrown down on ILV Black. They might try and capitalise and get this series victory. Cookies back there defensively as he has been so many times. Jara's able to get the ball a little bit further away, and Rattles doesn't have the boost to be able to make that double touch.
30 seconds left on the clock. What will happen? Equalized game. Let's see. Jarvis now goes for the clear. Gets it into Rattles. Rattles not getting a clanger though. Jarvis now leaves the ball for Rattles. Rattles goes for a pass. He gets it, but his teammate gets blocked by Cookies in the process. 9 seconds left on the clock. It is still in front of the blue net. That's a shot, but gets blocked by Blitzleague. Rocket Core keeps it tied up.
And they're going on the attack here. Cookies up in the air. He's got it. Cookies with 4 goals. He's done it all himself. He's taken ILV Black to task, and they're taking this to game number 6. ILV Black looking dazed and confused in defense, and Cookies the man to break and put the ball past Cheesecake and co. And wow, this game was looking dead in the water after 3 games, but all of a sudden this series is back on.
Forget what I said about Rocket Core Pluto keeping it equalized. They just ended the game with that shot. Cookies, the man has just woken up. What has happened this game?
It was the Cookies and Cheesecake show. They've scored all 7 goals between them. Cookies with the one at the very end. They keep the ball up in the air. Blitzleague with the pass to Cookies, takes it up in the air and taps it over Rattles, left alone for dead in that net. And I think if ILV Black would ever be feeling the pressure, it would be feeling it right about now. They're going to be feeling sweaty hands, sweaty foreheads. We've got to try and close this one out soon, because if this goes to a game 7, my money is firmly on Rocket Core Pluto.
Due to how intense the whole games were, I just forgot what game it was until now. Wait, what was it? What game is it?
This is game number 5. 3-2 the score in the series. Rocket Core Pluto, they have won 2 games in a row. ILV Black, they won the first 3 games in a row. So ILV Black still 1 game win away from taking this to a grand final. Whereas Rocket Core Pluto, they still need to win another 3.
I just realized how dumb I was. Of
2,
course,
sorry.
it is game 6 now. In this playoffs, beautifully held by Rocket Core Pluto. Irrelevant Esports Black looking like they're, a bit scared now. 2 more games, or well, 1 more game. This game is what decides. Will Rocket Core Pluto stay alive in this playoffs, or will they just walk home from maybe challenging Rise for a second time now? Cookies sending it up high, Blitzleague without any boost, goes for the shot, nonetheless misses. Cookies is the one who tries to go for the shot, goes for a bomb as well. The ball is goes a bit too wide. That's a double commit by the ILV side. Cheesecake can't find contact on the ball, but the ball rolls across dangerously, but no one is there to capitalize. Cookies gets flicked on by Rattles, but Darius won't get flicked on. Nonetheless, Silent Panda goes for a shot, saved and sent away by Blitzleague. A demo is there in the blue corner, but Blitzleague finds it clear. Rattles popping into the middle. No one from the orange side is there to follow up apart from Darius. Sends it into the Cookies. Cookies sends it back. Blitzleague grabs the lead.
Well, it was the Cookies show for so long. It's nice to see someone else from that RC Pluto side get the shot. It's going to be Blitzleague following that one in. Defensively, ILV Black caught cold a little bit again, and with 1 minute gone, it is a 1-0 advantage for RC Pluto, something we've only seen once before, and they won the game. They took the lead in. So great early signs here for them in their hope to pull off what would be a crazy reverse sweep.
Darius now trying to extend the lead, popped it into the middle. Cookies is there with a follow-up. Blitzleague again with a follow-up. Cookies with a shot. Can't find the back of the net. Rattles takes his time. Flicks to Silent Panda. Silent Panda with a shot. Blocked. Now Cookies takes the ball, pops it behind Cheesecake, but Cheesecake won't allow that to happen. Blitzleague pops it under instead. Silent Panda now takes it by. Blitzleague gets bumped in the process. Grabs the boost. Very selfish of him. As Cookies now gets it past Silent Panda, goes for another touch, gets it into Cheesecake, which goes into the corner. Darius pops it down, no one in net for Blitzleague, but no one, the ball won't go and find the back of the net, unfortunately.
Yeah, he sent a high centre ball when he just needed to hit one across. As Cookies had found the double demo in the net, he eliminated the defense just with a bit of boost and a bit of willpower. As 3 minutes on the clock. Here comes Cheesecake and Rattles. Double commit for that aerial. It is cleared away though by Cookies, looking to start an offense all of his own. He's dribbled it past Silent Panda. Oh no, they've missed the ball. Oh no!
What happened there? What a fake Cookies! Breaking the axles of these players, Cheesecake. I'm sorry, brother, but what are you doing in that net?
This has suddenly turned into an amazing series here. Cookies has trying to drag his team kicking and screaming into that grand final, and he might just do it here as they have a 2-0 advantage in game number 6. Looking to try and get the ball again. He does. He could dribble this one forward. He's beaten to it though by Rattles, who could set up Silent Panda for a flick. Silent Panda with the miss. Cheesecake also with the miss. That could leave them a little bit short at the back. Instead, it's Blitzleague, gets it round 1, gets it round 2 somehow. just missing all the balls. Cookies dribbled it past another. That's up in the air, but Cookies looks like he might not be able to get a touch. He does get a touch in the end. Rattle's able to deny that one, but things are looking really, really shaky for ILV Black. They seem like they can't stand the heat being put on them by RC Pluto.
The momentum seems to be gone by ILV Black. They were the ones who were piling up the pressure, shot after shot after shot. And then one of them would eventually just find the back of the net. But now they're shaky, both in defense, but as well, credit for Rocky Core Pluto, going for the physical plays as well, sending them out of the way. But as well, it's not about Rocky Core Pluto getting the bombs. It's about Irrelevant Esports Black just overcommitting a bit too much. Cookies nearly finding his his second shot on target. That's a mistake by the defense from Irrelevant Esports Black, and Cookies will certainly now find the second shot on goal.
It feels like you could just sum up that whole game with that's a mistake from ILV Black. Their defense has been terrible in this game number 6, and I feel like they deserve to go to a game 7. They've really let this one slip. They need to reset mentally if they want to still get to that grand final. And Rise Esports, watching this game, who will be playing up next, they'll be licking their lips as both these teams have shown severe weaknesses here. But oh, Jaros is just beating the defense again. They've left open at the back and it's 4-0. This has changed so quickly. The momentum is completely gone. ILV Black, what are you doing?
Seems like my prediction is right. It's going to be a close series, and a close series we will deliver. Rocket Core Pluto 4-0 up, 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock. Don't forget Blue Wolf, alright? Though we will see a game 7, possibly. There's still a possibility for an equalizer here. But nonetheless, if we see a game 7, oh boy, we might see an overtime.
Oh god, I'm getting flashbacks to what happened yesterday with our 7-minute overtime, watching RC Pluto come through. I think RC Pluto, they'll have all the momentum in Game 7 this time, and they'll look to try and end it in regulation. They look to have gotten through this one successfully. 50 seconds on the clock. It is possible to get 4 goals. Cheesecake, if he put that one in, maybe instead he misses, and I think that might just be all she wrote for ILV Black's hopes in this one, and their hopes to get this one over with quickly and to try and just move on, get prepared for that Rise Esports Grand Final as it stands. They are the team that's looking on the ropes here.
Oh, don't forget though as well, in Game 7, the upcoming game, 20 seconds left on the clock by the way. Rocket Core Pluto looks to be the team with more momentum now as well. They're mentally happy, they're happy now, they're just very thirsty. But ILV Black, the ones who are suffering, making a lot of mistakes because of it as well. I believe, or well, from what we're seeing right now, ILV Black might not be, that happy coming into the game 7, and might be, just not really focusing that much into this next game. But nonetheless,
I would not be surprised at all, considering they just lost 3 games in a row, especially that last game where it just seemed like a defensive disaster class. Players missing balls left, right and centre. The rotations weren't there. Rattles had 4 saves. The rest of his team had just 1 between them. And Cheesecake, I think he might be throwing just to give us some good stream content, because he's a production manager and he likes to have the streams be pretty high quality.
If that rumor is true, we would like to take our moment and thank Cheesecake for throwing them. But nonetheless, we will go to Game 7 in this series. Beautiful Champions Field. This game is what decides between these two teams who will make it to the grand finals to face Rise Esports later on, in 10 minutes actually. Nonetheless, Game 7 undergoing soon.
Yeah, once again, they've taken the schedule and bent it. They're playing on their own time here. Every game is an hour long. Why not? Let's get into this one then. Game number 7, RC Pluto. They're the team with the upper hand. Every single game they've played in playoffs has gone to a game 7, and that trend continues here. If they get to the grand final, I'd be prepared for some serious content to go on, as Silent Panda looks to try and ratify things for ILV Black with that early shot flick on from Cheesecake, unable to be found. So at the moment, it's Cookies or Cheesecake, it feels. They're the 2 main offensive outlets for both teams, and which one do you think will be crucial in this game number 7?
Oh, the crucial one. I believe Cookies, honestly. He's been playing very, very aggressively, so I think he might find his first shot on target. As I speak, he gets the brilliant clear rattles with a clear with Jarvis with a light touch. Tries to go for the block, gets it. Keeps the ball in the orange half. Blitzleague helps his teammate. Cookies goes for a shot a bit too early on it as well. Sends it a bit too wide. Now Rattles now taking the ball. Can't get it past Cookies. Cheesecake finally finds the clear. Blitzleague won't bluff it this time in game 7 to find the save as Cookies now gets the clear. No boost to work with. Rattles will try to force it into the blue half. He does do so, but in doing so, Jarvis is in the way. That's a miss by Silent Panda, unfortunately. That's the first time I've actually said that Silent Panda has missed in the whole series.
It might be the first time we've said it. I'm not sure if it's the first time it's happened. There's been a fair few defensive errors towards that net of ILV Black. They've not made one yet here. With 3.5 minutes still on the clock. Blitzleague shot saved by Cheesecake. At the moment, it's still seeming fairly balanced between the two sides. But I would say RC Pluto have had a little bit of an edge in the early stages here.
RC Pluto just piling up the pressure now as well, just not letting that ball enter their own half. Cheesecake finally pops it behind Blitzleague. That might go in, but Jarvis finds the save. Sorry, it was actually going back, not backward, crossbar, as Cheesecake finds a touch into Cookies. Unfortunately, Silent Panda will make the save this time. Now Jarvis would backflip to confuse the other team as the ball goes dangerously into the middle. Cheesecake with a shot finds the back of the net and grabs the lead for Relevant Esports Black.
The double commit in the net is not enough. Cookies and Jarvis left hopelessly twirling as the ball spirals over their heads. Cheesecake was the lowest scoring player in the last game, but he's come back to life here to score the opener. And with 3 minutes on the clock, it might just be a case of just holding on here for ILV Black. They are on the offensive. The shot from Silent Panda is saved by Jarvis, who tries to start an attack. Cheesecake, though, happily just demos him and lets Rattles get going on the offense.
Cookies trying to find a good clears into Cheesecake. Unfortunately, no boost to work with. Now Jarvis finds the clear into Cookies. Cookies goes for an attempt. Silent Panda can't find a great save. Cheesecake helps him out. Now sends it into him. Silent Panda keeps the ball in the blue half. Jarvis will try to clear it away. Rattles keeps it in the blue half now. Cookies and Blitzleague on the same backboard. None of them double committing. Blitzleague happily tries to send it away. A demo comes through. Cookies, another demo on the same player as well. Unfortunate by him as Cheesecake now keeps the ball in the blue half. Tries to pass it into Rattles. Rattles just prefers to take it without a pass. Silent Panda just getting a bit harassed there by Jarvis.
Good shot from Cheesecake. It is sent away twice by Blitzleague. Rattles trying to follow this one in. Tries to set up his man at the far post. It's Silent Panda. Ball seems to be coming a little bit too hot on him. Taps it up in the air. Jarvis able to intercept that one. Cookies been quiet throughout this game. Looks to get his first dribble going. Unable to center it properly as Blitzleague. He's going to come in. No boost on him though. Lets Cheesecake get that ball away fairly easily. Cookies with the pass in towards Jarvis. See if Rattle's able to make. Tries to follow this one through, but at the moment it seems RC Pluto, they're putting the pressure on that net, but at the moment none of the shots are finding their mark.
Oh no, Cookies last man back getting demoed by Rattles. Now goes for the flip reset, gets blocked in by Jarvis. This game is so intense. We're entering our last minute of game 7. So far, Irrelevant Esports Black might move into the grand finals to face Rise Esports unless Rocket Corp Pluto does something about it.
Does something about it indeed. It might be Blitzleague who does it with this aerial. Taps the ball towards the center. Interception by Rattles. The double commit. Cookies had a chance to shoot it almost an empty net. Just one man back. Silent Panda goes up for the aerial. It is won by him. Jarvis with a demo on Cheesecake, but the ball does slip past him. Cookies trying to get this one forward. RC Pluto, they need to get forward and they need to do it now. That's a center ball. Jarvis with a shot! Oh,
no!
Saved by Silent Panda. And it's cleared away by Rattles. They're going to try and counter-attack, kill this one off. It's Rattles in the air. He's got no boost, gets the touch, hits it into Silent Panda. That shot's wide. Cookie's able to save. Jarvis trying to clear this one away. Cheesecake, they're all up the pitch. No one sitting back. Cookies with a shot. Is that it? No.
No.
Saved by Rattles.
Oh dear, we're entering the last 5 seconds No boost to work with Cheesecake, goes for the kill. Blitzly keeps it alive. Silent Panda gets the kill. Irrelevant Esports Black will go to the grand finals to face Rise Esports.
Well, they get the game number 4. Not when we were expecting, though. That comeback from RC Pluto was so hard fought, but in the end, just not enough quality shots in that game number 7 to secure the victory. And ILV Black, they've managed to not throw that one away. It's stuck to their hands. They've stuck the landing, and they'll be facing Rise Esports pretty soon.
Oh boy, that was a series. Oi, oi, oi.
It was indeed.
Oh man, let's just take a moment to talk about that last series. I was going to say like in game 5 or 6 somewhere there, but I just pulled away from it because I can't remember what series it was. Like yesterday, sorry. There was a team who did the exact same. I can't remember. Oh, Division 1, yeah, Wookiee Esports against Zero Mercy. They won 3 games and then lost their 3 next. Right?
I think that was Wookiee Esports versus Donkey Punch, if I remember correctly.
The same thing happened with Wookiee Esports. Just to lose in it, unfortunately. Well, it's Zero Mercy, not Wookiee Esports. So yeah, the one who held the lead from the beginning got back on the last game just to claim it. What a show it has been. Thank you, Cheesecake, for possibly doing what Blue Wolf said.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end this one off. We're going to be coming back shortly. Victor will be joined by Macfish. I will be dipping out. They'll be coming at you with the grand final, the big one. It's Rise Esports up against ILV Black. ILV Black coming into it warmed up, but Rise Esports, they played through the upper bracket and are on paper the better team. Who will win? There's only one way to find out, and that's coming back here as soon as possible for that game.